Alright, hey, what's up, guys? This is Crypto Clutch here. I just want to quickly update you guys on what's been going on here at the farm. Really not a whole lot. You might hear me cough a couple times during this video, and my voice might sound a little bit different. I'm not really sure. But I've had COVID for about the last 2 weeks now. I'm getting over it. My quarantine technically ends tomorrow or Saturday. But like obviously, if I still have symptoms and I can't be out in public or whatever. But I've still been working recently, like just basically just resetting rigs whenever I've had energy. Because COVID, at least for me, I don't know. I didn't feel great, but like it wasn't fun either. Like I wouldn't want anyone to go through that. And I know there's people who had it worse than I did. Because I mean, I'm young, and I have a pretty strong immune system, and it didn't affect me too bad. Like I could still breathe fine the whole time. I didn't have any problems with that. It was mostly just, not having any energy and not having much of an appetite. I still can't taste or smell, so that's fun. Makes eating food like not fun at all. So yeah. Anyways, that's just what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Well, dealing with for the last 2 weeks really. So yeah. One nice thing is I've been out of work, so I've been just sleeping all day. But yeah, so I just want to quickly make an update video. Not really a whole lot has changed, other than I did get this Bitmain Z15. We figured out that it was one of the hash boards was dead. I believe it's the one on the left. There's some chip on there that is not like. It's overheating way too much or something. It could be fine because like the other one, the chip in the middle gets to like 104, which is hot, but it's not hot enough to throttle the whole machine. But you hook that left one up, it'll like just stop the whole machine from working, which is not ideal. But at least two of them are running now, so it's mining at about 300,000 souls, which is pretty good, considering. Each one of these massive things only does 50,000 souls, so I need to reset these three apparently, but it must have got hot in here recently because those were not doing that last time I was in here. Anyways, yeah, so like this miner is it's still more efficient than this one. This one does 50,000 souls for like 700 watts, but that does like 300,000 souls for probably 1,200 watts. So yeah, it's pretty good. But this is like the newest tech from Bitmain, Innosilicon miner, which that's the other one. They haven't made a new miner, but yeah, this is the top of the line for Z miners. But yeah, they haven't. We have to get something done to this one. Either we're gonna send it back to them, and then they're gonna send us a new unit that has 3 good hash boards, or they're gonna fix the one hash board. Or I don't know, but we're gonna send this one back, and yeah. So I'm sure you guys have heard, Panda talking about hosting his miners. I did offer him a place here, but I'm not cheap because I have limited power capacity, and I have like money to do my own stuff here, so I couldn't just be a nice friend and give him like a cheap rate that is competitive with other people's hosting rates. It's just not like I've done it in the past, and I've explained my reasons on stopping doing that. It's just not worth my time and effort hosting for someone to make $15 a month to host a miner for someone else, when if I had that same exact miner, it would be making hundreds of dollars a month, like if not $1,000 plus a month. The margin on, like, why would I not just put my own miner in there? Obviously it's expensive, but it's also not free to get those transformers are not free. I mean, I thought insanely expensive, but I mean, like, all that power infrastructure, it adds up pretty quickly. Like I told you guys, this roll of cable that's still sitting right there on the pallet was $3,000. Those PDUs are $250 each. The breakers are about $80 a piece. The breaker panel, they're about $3,000 total. Then you have all the wiring that goes into it, all the work that you have to do. I think I talked to you guys before about these big MC flexes. 25-foot roll of that costs $500. So you can kind of just see how things quickly can add up. The smaller ones aren't that bad, so I think if I do another one, like I have a little bit left of the big stuff. Like I might have enough to do one more, but I probably would have to do just more runs of this small stuff on the next on this transformer when I get to that. But right now I still have a lot of room on this one. Like this one, it's not really running a whole lot right now. It is humming like a lot, but it's not that hot. So it's really the only stuff that's running on it is whatever's on this one PDU, which is, it's not a whole lot. It's basically 3 GPU rigs over here, the Z15, and then that GPU rig and this GPU rig. That's all that's on there right now. I do want to load up these more, but I'm waiting on cables to come in. Once those come in, then I can obviously load it up more once I have more miners. I do have a case here and a case there with GPUs that are waiting for power, as well as over here. There's this case doesn't have any power. Well, I need to work on the case, but like the cards aren't running that are inside of it. I do have a guy who's gonna try and help me fix the BIOSes on these cards if that's all that they are. I have them like sorted out to what the problem I think it is. Like I think it's the BIOS issue, you know, that's pretty much all of these cards. I think I talked about this in the previous, and these are like the weird ones. And then the ones over here on this like triple stack, those ones I think I could fix myself really fast, and those would be the first ones I'd want to try and fix. But I haven't had time and haven't had energy to do it recently. But maybe this weekend I'll start working on that. But yeah, that's stuff I need to do, because I mean that's over a gigahash offline right here. And I mean a gigahash right now, I don't know exactly what it's making, but it's probably close to $50 a day, I would say. I don't really know, but it's a decent amount. One other thing that a few people have known about, if you're on any of the Discord channels that I'm in, like my channel or Panda's channel, but I did do something a little exciting recently. I will post a picture. Well, I'll put a picture on the video if I'm not lazy and decide to edit this. But yeah, so I just got my Tesla wall connector in. It came in Monday and it was sitting outside for 2 days, but I got lucky and no one stole it. It's a $500 package that was required signature delivery, so I had to be there when it got here, and I wasn't here, but they still left it anyways. But it's whatever. It didn't get stolen, so I didn't have to make a fuss or anything. But the plan is, I'm trying to figure out if that thing will run on 277. If it will, I can just use what's inside of here, because it's already got wires coming down into here, and then I can use this to feed that guy. Granted, this is 3-phase, but I can just use either a single phase of it or 2 phases and make 480 if it will accept that. I really don't know. I'm sure it'll tell me somewhere. I could always just try it and blow it up. That's a good idea too. But if nothing else, I can just use the wires that are already use the wires that already exist and pull from this big panel where that current sub panel is being fed from, and then just like wire nut those wires into a wire nut on this. It's going to be dark for a second. Hold on. Nope, wrong one. There we go. So I have a 60 amp breaker right here that's off, so it's not being used. So I can just take whatever wires that are off in there, and then I mean, if they have something that already, I doubt they have something that already goes into here, but I could, just put a box in or something wherever. This is the thing that it runs off of. Well, either this one or that one, I don't know, but yeah, it's or that one. It could be any of these three, but it doesn't matter. I have to figure out which one, but that's the wire that I would want to make hot with that 60 amp breaker that I have over here, because I know for a fact it'll work on this thing, doing 260 amp. I would imagine it's 208. This thing right here would tell me one phase. I'm not really seeing, but yeah, I'm sure it's 208, 120, 208. So it's not going to be, it'll be like a 10,000 watt electrical charger for my car, which is a whole lot better than what I've been doing recently, because I just had only thing I had when I got the car was just the charger it came with, which charged at 12 amps. So not super great at all. It charges 4 miles an hour. But hopefully you guys like the car. It's definitely, it's not my dream car, but it's definitely up there on the list. So yeah, that's the charger that it comes with. It charges at a whopping 4 miles an hour. Now it does have, let's see if I can get back here. Unplug this, so you can. Excuse me. Yeah, so you can plug different parts into this and make it charge faster, but yeah, you have to buy that kit. But I haven't bought that kit, and I didn't really see much of a need because I already had this on order, and this thing can charge way faster than that thing ever could. So the plan is to put it either right there somewhere or something, and then just have it run out to here. And then the other thing I'm going to do is try and find some kind of automatic door opener that will work with my Tesla, so I can just press a button on my Tesla screen and this door will open and close, because having to walk over there and then go through the building and press a button and then go out and get in my car, it gets very old, and I haven't even had the car for 2 weeks. So yeah, that's that. If you guys want me to do more content on my Tesla, let me know. I mean, it's an awesome car. Definitely recommend, especially for anyone doing business scale mining. Tax incentives galore, as well as you get cheaper power than what a normal household gets. As most people will understand, with crypto mining, you want the cheaper power rates, which my power rate did go up here a little bit. I'm paying about 7 to 7.3 cents right now, which is a little bit more than what I was hoping for, but I can't really change that, and it's still not terrible. It makes it a little bit harder in a bear market to survive on that, but hopefully we'll figure something out before a bear market, or maybe I'll just sell all my stuff before a bear market and then buy up during kind of like what I did last time, where I bought a ton of stuff right before it really started going up, which I kind of got lucky on, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so my power rate did go up a little bit, about half a cent ish. but it could still just be a summer rate. I've never really, well, I did go through a summer last year, but I don't remember how many watts I was using. I'll have to go back and look and see. But also, I haven't had like a full bill where I didn't have a bunch of downtime and then like going down and up, because when we were first starting up, we did have several issues with internet, power outages, just all sorts of stuff was hitting us. And then also just, you're still deploying a lot of miners, so you're going to have to, shut things off to run circuits and, do all that stuff. So there was just a lot of things to cause things going down. But I haven't had to do that recently. And the nice thing about having a second transformer now is, and the first one being full, is I don't have to touch this stuff anymore. Now, if I'm adding circuits to this panel, then anything that's on this panel will be shut off when we're working on that. But that's not like a whole lot. We still have to hook up these 5 circuits, so there's still all that to do. And then run all the wires like you see here, but that's not terribly hard. But yeah, that's what will be coming up next. I do have another client coming in pretty soon. He was going to come this weekend, but with me having COVID, that kind of messed up the plans a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I am feeling a little bit worse after talking this long though, so let me go ahead and wrap things up. There's not like a whole lot more that I can talk about. But yeah, if you have video suggestions for me down below, I do want to start uploading more. It just, it's been kind of hard recently. I don't have a whole lot of new content. If you guys want me to like do a live stream of, going through these things, let me know. That's a possibility. Anything to keep me motivated while I'm doing it, because it's going to be very boring doing this. I do have several power supplies I need to replace throughout the ASICs, because some of these power supplies, like those, are junk, and I don't trust them. Like I know at least 2 of those blew up and tripped breakers, but I don't know which ones they were, so I just took out as many as I could replace. And yeah, so I don't know if I would want to give them away. I could sell it probably, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I need to get more of these. I really like these silicon ones. They're 1600 watts, and they're switched, which is really nice. Even though it's just an ASIC miner and you're like never going to do that, it's nice to be able to just, if you need to reset it, you just flick it off and on, versus having to unplug it. Because like you'll see this one, I put an X on it because the connectors on it have been it's been unplugged and plugged back in so much that the connectors have I don't know if they're like spread apart or what, but it arcs every time you do that, so it's not good for it. So yeah, the other thing I've still haven't worked on is my Chia rigs. Yeah, I need to do that. I don't know if I talked about Panda helping me with networking, but I ran out of IPs in here, so if you're still watching the video, thanks. But yeah, Panda saved me again. I ran out of IPs, and he got the network sorted out. He gave me, I think, there's either 2,000 or 4,000 IP addresses now on the network, so I shouldn't have that problem again for a long while. And if I do, I just make another VLAN, and then I have another 2,000 or 4,000 IPs. So yeah, that's Crypto Clutch signing off. Peace out.